Welcome to Cedar Club, Quincy's favorite local bar. A friendly corner bar with a laid-back atmosphere and affordable drinks. It's the perfect spot for a great time. With entertainment galore, including shuffleboard, golden tea, pool, foosball, and winning gaming machines. Cedar Club's latest edition is the best spot to catch your favorite game. Great drinks, great friends, and great times. Cedar Club, 20th and Cedar in Quincy.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Brittany Bowl, and today my guests are Jessica Hollensteiner and Adam Yates, here to talk about something that's not so policey.
Right.
It's something fun. It is called The Voice. I've heard a lot about it last year.
Yes, it's Quincy Who's Got the Voice.
Okay, and then who is putting this on?
Our PBPA, which is our Police Benevolent Protection Association.
When I read this, I asked David, I go, what's the PBPA? And they both shouted it out together, both David and Bob. And I was like, man, the whole time I was thinking it was the peanut butter in Pennsylvania something. Yeah, I didn't know. Sense. Exactly. Okay, but tell me what the PBPA does.
So the PBPA has two distinct arms. One arm is the Labor Committee, which is the union for the police officers at the Quincy Police Department. Mm-hmm. And then there's also a social committee that is basically all of our police officers, both active and retired, that want to be members. So the social committee is more of a unit that raises funds, does social activities, but also has a mission of giving back to the community, primarily through youth type of events. So probably our biggest one is Shop with a Cop that we do every Christmas season, where we take less fortunate kids out and we shop for Christmas presents for them. But we make donations to Special Olympics. I know in the past we've done activities where we've purchased school supplies for kids, things like that. So it's really, just an organization that has members of both, like I said, active and retired Quincy police officers that just want to give back to the community.
Awesome. And so this event is both of those organizations are putting it on together? Is
our social side of it
Gotcha.
Is the one that's behind all of it, the driving force.
Social side, because it is a social event. What is to be expected at this event?
I would say, first and foremost, some great talent. Mm-hmm. Last year was a huge hit. We had some great singers, and this year, from what we've seen, it's going to be even better.
So when you say what you've seen, do they audition in front of you? Are you...
Not exactly, but those who send us their interest, they want to be a contestant. A lot of them have stuff posted on their Facebook pages or different social media, so we've seen some really good stuff that's been posted out there.
Who won last year?
It was Tamika Latchinson.
Okay.
If I pronounced that right. If I didn't,
I think
sorry,
you did.
But I'm pretty sure that's spot on.
Okay, so will some of the contestants from last year perform again this year? That
we have 3 returning.
Okay.
So
to get their chance at the reins,
yes.
What do they win? Just the title breaking.
Well, the title,
obviously,
but also first place brings home $1,000.
Oh wow!
Yes, and it didn't cost them anything to enter, so it's free to the contestants. With the hopes that they'll bring their family and friends to make the event bigger. But the winner gets $1,000, second place is $300, and third place gets $100.
Wow,
so,
maybe I will brush up on my singing skills. I wouldn't do that to you. I would never do that to you. Okay, so where's the event being held?
The Ambiance.
And then when is that?
It is December 6th. We have kind of a 3-part. We have social hour beginning at 5, dinners at 6, and then the event starts at 7.
Okay, so that's the first Saturday in December, right?
Friday.
Sorry. Okay, Friday.
Yep.
So do you have to get your tickets at the door? Can you get them ahead of time?
We would prefer ahead of time just so we have an accurate head count for the meal.
Okay.
Because your ticket does come with the entertainment, but also a meal.
Awesome.
Provided by JJ's. So it's going to be some
better.
Good food. Yeah.
Okay, so where do I purchase my ticket?
So you can reach out to our Facebook page, which is Quincy Who's Got the Voice. You could also reach out to Patrick. His phone number is posted all over that page, but it is 217-653-7515 for anybody who wants to get in contact with
For anybody who wants to call my husband. So for those of you that don't know.
It's his work phone, though. So
for those of you who don't know, Patrick is her husband and also an officer with the Quincy Police Department.
Right.
And so you guys are the ones kind of like putting this, you're heading this.
Yeah, so Patrick and I are both on the board, and then Brian Dush and Aaron Dush, which they're also, well, Brian's retired now, but they were also on the board, they're members, and they kind of help us spearhead this whole thing. So,
who came up with the idea?
Patrick.
Really? So does he watch?
This guy's an entertainer.
Does he watch Who's the Voice? Do you watch Who's the Voice?
Like the actual voice?
Yeah.
We don't really anymore. Not much. We have 4 kids, so it's hard to sit down in front of the TV. But
that would be a good one to watch, I guess, with kids.
Yeah. So he loves to put on events. This is just kind of his forte.
That's
so
awesome.
He said, "Hey, I got an idea for a fundraiser," and we ran with it.
And you're like, "I'm along for the ride."
No, I'm kidding. It's been great.
Adam, do you watch The Voice?
I don't watch The Voice, but I did attend the event last year.
Okay.
And I think that Jessica and Patrick and Brian and Aaron deserve a lot of credit, because last year was their first year putting it together, and it was very well put together. It had a great response from the community.
Good.
I mean, the talent, she's right, the talent is, I mean, it's top notch. And so it really came together. It's a great opportunity, obviously, to raise funds, but it's also very entertaining. And, you know, they do a lot of work, obviously, on the behind the scenes to get it all organized. And if you're not going to go for any other reason, you have to go for Brian Dush's dad jokes.
Okay.
There will be more.
You'll
So
understand when you get there.
Are they the MCs then?
Yes,
Are you all the
Right.
Patrick and Brian are the MCs.
Oh, this is going to be entertaining.
Aaron and I do more of the tallying, like when the judges do the scorecards, we tally up the scores so we can put it together for who's moving on to the next round, and
Awesome.
that's kind of our job.
How much is it for a ticket?
If you're buying a single ticket, it's $60, and then anything from there where they're bought in multiples becomes $50. So a couple is $100. A full table would be $400, and a table seats 8 people.
Awesome.
So,
And again, that gets you great entertainment that I'm actually looking forward to. Now, you guys talked me into this. And
Great.
then a meal by JJ's.
Yes.
And and you're giving back, obviously, to the community.
And there's a few more things that we have there, too. So we're doing a silent auction.
Oh, okay.
And the silent auction has some really awesome stuff included in it. We've got like this $200 value quilt. It's a thin blue line one that was handmade and donated.
Oh, wow.
We've got stuff from different community businesses, so like Nutrition HQ, CC's Coffee Bar donated some things, Starbucks. And one item that we're actually doing a live auction with, it was originally donated as a silent auction item, but with its value, we said, you know what, this will be fun. My dad's an aucautioneer, so he's going to be there.
Who's going to be doing the bidding?
My dad and my brothers, this is what they do. So we're going to do a live auction with it, and it's a week-long trip to Sandestin, Florida, condo with a $500 travel expense paid for added on top of that. So it's like a $2,600 value. So we figured we'd have some fun with it and spice some things up with a live auction.
I love live auctions. They get my blood pumping.
Exactly. It's the heat of the moment.
And then I'm like, wait, who won? Who won? Because
You're not bidding?
No. No, and I shouldn't raise my hand like that either.
Right. Where is it?
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, like I said, I'm looking forward to this. Thanks for stopping in and telling me more about it. Anything else you want to add?
I would like to give a shout out to our sponsors.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull out the list because there's actually a lot more. So we have 5 gold level. And then last year we had 5 gold, 6 silver. This year we actually ended up with 11 silver sponsors. And so what each of the sponsorships is, it's $1,000 for gold level. You're guaranteed the front row seats. Silver is $600 sponsorship, and they get like second, third row, so still the best seats in the house. And with that, we do advertising on our Facebook page, advertising the night of, like up on the big screen. So I'm going to pull my phone out so I don't miss anybody.
You're absolutely fine. Can people still add to if they're interested, or is it too late?
For the sponsorships? Yeah, you'll have to be looking out for next year.
All right, look out for next year for that. And what about contestants? Probably capped on that too?
Contestants are capped as well.
So look out for these things. When do you put that out there? Usually like about
a couple months. I think we started maybe a couple months in advance.
All right. So if you're interested in becoming a sponsor or a contestant, check this out for the 3rd year.
Yes.
And now let's hear the list of sponsors
this
year. Thank you so much.
For gold level, we have Country Financial Drew Miller's office. So he's actually out of Camp Point. We have all the McLean restaurants, of course. Quincy Recycle, Nap-Eyed, and then Gym City Concert Series, actually with a gold. Yeah, so that's a good one.
Good.
Maybe they could steal some talent and have them.
I was just thinking, like, yeah, they're probably looking.
Yeah.
Scott's, yeah.
That could turn out well for them.
I love that we have so much local talent, too. I'm so
Yes.
excited about this.
So then from silver, we have State Street Bank, Sparks Auction, Blossom and Birch, which is like headbands and bows and things like that. So a little boutique. Spanx Tree Service, Pogue Auto Plaza, Carter's Coffee, Hollensteiner Lawn Care, Instant Replay, Berkey's, Linda Moore for mayor, and Mike Trope for mayor.
Okay.
So
that's awesome.
Nice list.
Yeah, it really is.
And we appreciate their support because that plays a huge role in us being able to put this event on.
Sponsors make the world go round, I think, and make events happen, but people like you make events happen. Thank you for
thanks.
Thank you for doing that. Like I know what it takes to do that behind the scenes stuff, and it's a lot, and especially putting on an event at this size. So
one additional thing, Brittany, that I think is important is in the past, and this was years ago, our PBPA would hire a fundraising company to do our fundraising, which meant that the money that they raised
kind of went just right back.
It is a shame how much went back to the company. So we decided a while back that we were not going to do that anymore. And with our local sponsors being so willing to help out, it's local money that's going to a local unit that's going back into the local community, and we're very proud of that.
That is great. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, congratulations ahead
Thank
of time.
Well, thanks.
I can't wait to hear who the winner is. I'm sure you'll have that on your Facebook page too for those that can't miss or that have to miss it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I will say too, people want us to live stream this, and unfortunately, we're not getting to that point.
Okay,
we're
but
not
maybe
do that because it.
Yeah, I get it. It takes away.
Yeah.
Grab some clips and then post them later for them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Can't give them the real taste. Well, thank you guys so much for being here.
Yes.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Coming up next, Shane sits down with me for a little coffee talk.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Are you looking for the perfect venue for your next special event? Check out Utopia Event Center. Utopia has a large banquet room and an awesome bar area, perfect for anything from birthday parties to formal corporate meetings. It also offers a photo booth, stage for a DJ or a live band, and a fully stocked bar, all for only $300. Check us out at utopiaeventcenter.com or call Barn at 217-430-6559 for more information. Utopia Event Center, 900 North 12th Street in Quincy.
Welcome out to Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer and it feels so right. I'll meet you out on Broadway underneath Shamrock Light. We're gonna have a good time on the patio tonight. There's a party down at Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer on a champagne night. We're feeling all alone and you got no place to go. So come down here and drink a beer on Kelly's patio. Kelly's a fun place to eat and drink. 2902 Broadway.
The Tower, a great place to meet and eat. But did you know the Tower has one of the finest drink selections in our area? Along with its incredible Mexican menu, the Tower specializes in tequilas for every taste. Names like Patron, Cabo Wabo, and Hornitos. And don't forget the margaritas. On Mondays and Tuesdays, stop by and pick up a single topping pizza and get Tower margaritas to go. Enjoy the Tower at home or in our dining room, bar area, or the Tower's signature climate-controlled porch. The Tower Pizza and Mexican in Quincy.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition. With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be. Before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
All right, welcome back. Now it's time for
Coffee Talk.
Nailed it. That was awesome. Thanks for doing that, Shane.
Of course.
And thank you, EFB, for sponsoring us. We normally do Coffee Talk, obviously, with Ashley. You're filling in. I appreciate it. Actually, I'm in Ashley's spot. You're in my spot. But today, I'm coming with the information to you.
Let's do it.
Okay, so normally, again, Coffee Talk, we also talk about the news. And what's in the news right now is the property taxes are potentially going up. And that's not something we want to talk about. So instead, we're going to make it a feel-good Coffee Talk, talking about Thanksgiving, movies, Christmas, all the good stuff.
All the fun stuff.
Yeah. So I kind of want to start off with Thanksgiving weekend being like, it's a big movie weekend. I know you're kind of a big movie watcher-ish.
Ish is
when you have
better.
time.
Yeah.
So this last weekend was deemed, I guess, the Glicked weekend. Did you hear about this?
I know Gladiators got to be in the mix.
I love how out of the both you pick Gladiator. It's
And Wicked,
Gladiator
I guess, yeah.
and Wicked. So
Yeah.
it's comparable to the what was it, Barbenheimer weekend when.
Yeah, Barbie and Oppenheimer. Yeah.
So I guess it beat those numbers in the
Really?
box office. I know they're boring numbers, but Wicked had 114 million. Gladiator had 55 million. Combined, they are Glicked, which I think is pretty cool.
I like that.
But Thanksgiving is a time for, I guess, when, obviously being thankful. And I don't know why, but movies come out during this time. And I think it's partly because the thing that you want to do at the end is get away from your family.
Yeah. I think there's a couple sides to it. One, it's something you can do with your family, and then it's something if you want to get away from them. It's
When
it's
you
a
say
scapegoat.
You can do it with your family. I mean, yeah, but you don't have to talk to your family. Because if you're
True.
talking in the movie, oh my.
We heard your horror story yesterday.
Yeah. So, like, the movies always are split in two sides. And I was in the top row, and there was nobody else in that bottom row. And our whole family, we went together, family of friends.
Yeah, of course.
We're taking up that top row, and 3 younger gals come and sit right at the last 5 seats in the same row. And no, I don't own the theater, so I'm not mad about that. But I am like, oh, there goes my bathroom escape. What I was mad about was when the movie started, and the movie that I went to go see was Wicked. It was phenomenal. I won't sit here and sing to you, but it was so good.
We'll spare everybody.
Yeah, we're gonna make you popular. Anyway, these girls were talking and ruining my life because I just wanted to see this movie forever. And instead of getting the attendant or asking them to quiet down, because I feel like none of those things ever really work, it kind of hypes it up. I gave them the death stare the whole time, so I leaned over
I'd be terrified.
and just looked the whole time. My husband says, stop looking at them. I said no.
No.
And it
They
worked
gotta learn
because
somehow.
I think I frightened them enough to leave the actual theater. They probably also told the attendant that some crazy lady was staring at them, but I got to enjoy Wicked in the piece of a theater. The look I was giving them often reminds me of the look that you give me when you are normally producing.
See, I don't know what that looks like. I can't.
Okay,
but
so it's normally your eyes roll back so far back in the back of your head.
It's funny you say that. My mom got me a pillow one time that says, "Excuse me, did I roll my eyes out loud?"
You
So,
do. You
I guess I
really,
do.
really do. So we're talking about Christmas and movies. What is the best Christmas movie, and why is it Christmas Vacation?
Took the words out of my mouth. I just watched it
Really?
the other night. Yeah.
I did too.
Although the one, and I hadn't seen Christmas Vacation up until fairly recently,
Really?
but it's probably turned into my favorite Christmas movie. But the one that my family we always have to watch is Rudolph. Just
The claymation ones?
yes, the original.
My dad and I used to watch all those
Yeah.
claymation ones. What's the elf's name? Herbie? Herbie.
I want to be a dentist.
That's an inside joke here with us, the Herb and Herb. But okay, so is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Man, I don't know. I totally pegged you for the wrong answers because I thought you were sure going to say my favorite Christmas movie was Die Hard, this, and this. I'm just getting to know you again, Shane.
Re-knowing me, I guess.
Yes, yes. So is it or not?
I honestly can't say that I've seen the whole thing, to be honest with you. There are a lot of movies I haven't seen.
Really?
And you'll learn that more and more about me.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I don't know. You're good.
I would lean probably towards no, just from what I've heard and seen about it.
I'm gonna say no too. I mean, I love
That's what
the
I
movie.
would lean towards,
I like to throw it in there in the Christmas mixes just to spice it up a little bit. But it's I don't know. It's an action-packed movie that doesn't really give you that holiday cheer
it's not the traditional holiday film, that's for sure.
So holiday cheer, speaking of that, it's all about the magic of the holidays. Who was it in your life that provided that holiday magic?
As in?
Well, for me, it was always, obviously my parents making it extra special, doing the magical things that they do. I won't say, because we might have people watching that don't know what or how the magic happens. So, and then, I don't know, my grandma always brought the family together, which is hard to do. So, she's one that made the magic happen by not only bringing the family together, but then feeding all of us.
Mm-hmm. My grandparents played a big part of it. I was lucky to have all four of my grandparents alive until I was 11 or 12 years old, and I still three of them are still alive.
Awesome.
I've only lost my grandpa on my dad's side, so I've been
blessed.
Thankful to, yes. So I would say, of course, my parents had all made it.
Which
fun.
One of your grandmas makes those awesome baking goods?
That's my mom's mom.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I would say she makes Christmas happen around here, especially when Shane brings the goodies. So, yes. Grandma, if we can have some more of those ooey gooey, what were they? Ooey gooey butter bars?
Gooey butter cake. Gooey butter cake bars, I guess.
Whatever.
Yeah.
We ate them before we even knew what they were called. Thank you, Grandma, for those.
They were gone in 2 days.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to a little time off, too, around the holidays, both Thanksgiving and Christmas. You won't have to deal with me, probably.
Just kidding.
You got any big plans? Just spending time with family?
Pretty much.
Are you going out of town?
Back to
home?
St. Louis, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to just the time spent with family, I think. And maybe we'll throw a movie on so we don't have to talk to each other.
Some football,
Yeah, that's not my thing. That's your thing. Also, for those of you who don't know, Shane Holsey is not only the producer of Coffee Talk and many other podcasts, but he is one of the best sports writers out there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm not sure I deserve that.
No, you really are.
Distinction, but...
No, you are, because you work for Muddy River News, and we cover all the sports.
I'll take it.
All right. Well, thanks, Shane, for being here. I appreciate you filling in my seat while I fill in Ashley's. We miss you, Ashley, while you're on your 33rd vacation this year. All right. I think that does it for today's
Coffee Talk.
Catch you next time.